What is going on, guys? My name is DJ Miles, and I was late to the party, but I'm here to talk about the finale of Invincible Season 1, and I love how confident Invincible is for Amazon to say, hey, you know what? We're going to give you a Season 2 and a Season 3. There you go. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments down below. And before we begin with this video, it is my 400th video. Yes, this is my 400th video right here. Whether you subscribed, whether you even watch this video for 20 seconds, when you like videos, when you comment stuff in my channel as a small content creator, it means so much. I can't believe this is a little bit of a weird milestone, my 400th video, and I'm not talking about anime, I'm talking about, well, a superhero animated show. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about arguably one of the best season finales I've ever seen, definitely for 2021, but I think period. Now, many people might be thinking, oh, this is where the showdown of Invincible versus Omni-Man was going to take place. But truth be told, and maybe because I just don't know the source material and any of that stuff, I didn't think Mark and Nolan were going to duke it out. You know, when Nolan was telling Mark, hey, I need to talk to you and tell you about the truth about Viltrum and all that stuff, that backstory, although not 100% shocking, because I feel like Nolan was obviously evil from, well, you know, the pilot episode when he destroyed the Justice League, well, their equivalent of the Justice League. We find out here that Viltrum isn't a peaceful planet that was a utopia and sending all of their strong civilians to other planets to help them become better in the long run. Nope. Viltrum was an oppressed society, and they one day decided, you know what? We got way too many people on this planet, so the top 50% of the entire planet will become the top elite soldiers, and these elite soldiers will now be sent to other neighboring planets, galaxies, etc. And we're going to conquer those planets that way. Which now, putting two and two together, makes so much more sense as Nolan defeated the Justice League equivalent of Earth's strongest defenders because, well, now that the biggest threat is taken out, it's now much easier for Nolan and anyone else in Viltrum to conquer the planet. And how would any son react to their father giving us this huge mic drop of an exposition dump onto them? Well, clearly, his father has to be brainwashed. And this is where I have to really give it up for Steven Yeun's performance and J.K. Simmons' performance. You can tell they really gave it their all during this interaction. And when Nolan tells Mark, no, I'm not brainwashed, now the showdown finally goes down. And, well, despite Mark getting a few good punches in him, did anyone really think that Mark was going to come out of here? And this is where I gotta give one mark off of anime, because the power of friendship would have surfaced right here, and Mark, despite him having these latent powers and despite him fighting for the good of justice in society, he probably would have came out on top. But no, this isn't anime, this isn't the power of friendship. This went down how you think it probably would have gone down, and experienced Viltrum beats his son's ass like there was no tomorrow. And if there's any scene that everyone is going to walk away, is that train scene where he grabs his son, and I'm like, oh, this is not a Spider-Man 2 thing. This is dark, gruesome, and bloody. And what I really love is the exchange while all this being played out, where Nolan tells Mark, these humans are insects. Look at us. You think that because you're a teenage boy in this teenage world, that whatever dramas and issues are significant? We live up to be thousands and thousands of years old. By the time everyone that you know and love dies, you'll probably be like in your early 30s, man. I'm paraphrasing here, but when you have that kind of logic, and it's kind of hard to grasp because, well, we aren't going to be thousands and thousands of years old. It's frightening to think that the people you love and care about will just ultimately go away as a pet. Speaking of pets, that is how Nolan has looked at Debbie. I think that's her name, Debbie. Well, his wife anyway. He tells Mark, yeah, your mom, yeah, she was a pet. The way Invincible took it, I feel like, is any way anyone would take it, but facing off against someone as scary as your father in this instance, during all that, talk about ripping a band-aid, putting some salt into that wound and just rubbing it vigorously, right? Ouch. We even see another example where Mark saves that one pilot for his father only seconds later to be like, no, I need to prove to you how insignificant these lives are, see? And I'm like, God damn, Nolan, you don't have to be that harsh to your boy. And then let's go ahead and talk about the mountain scene, because if we are smart, Invincible audience viewers here, and I know each and every one of you are, we know that the mountain is very important because this is where Nolan was teaching Mark, and that's where they had another bonding moment. What a great turnaround, where now the mountain scene where they're also having a father and son bonding moment is where he's beating Mark with an inch of his life left, and Mark tells his son, what will you have when this is all said and done? And he said, you. I will still have you, my father. We cut back to a flashback scene where Nolan watches his son in a baseball game, and his wife is telling him, look at your son go, look at your son play. And basically the long and short of it is, this is how beautiful humanity is. Humanity is really messed up many times, a lot of times, but in those tender moments through that baseball flashback scene, this is the best that we have to offer as a human race. And that's where Nolan realizes right then and there, oh my God, yeah, living on Earth and having these peaceful moments is what life is truly all about. And Mark's words definitely echo that towards his father, and his father, instead of, well, killing his son, he flies off and he cries. And why is this very important? Because we find out later on in the episode that Seth Rogen's character, the alien, tells Mark that what your father did, this is very, very off. Believe me when I tell you, Viltrum will discover you. They will come after you, and they're definitely going to conquer Earth. However, where is Nolan going to go? Because now that Nolan, Omni-Man, has given up his duty to do what he was supposed to do, what is going to happen to him? So for people who haven't read the comics, I'm curious to know in the comments down below, what do you think is going to happen to Omni-Man? At this point, if he's going to become rogue, he might as well go back to Earth and protect it. But that might be easier said than done, considering now the damage and reputation that the whole world truly knows of him and his race. But there's one thing before I forget that irritated me like no other, was when Amber showed up weeks later to Mark's doorstep, and it's like Amber kisses her boyfriend and Mark is like, whoa, we're still dating? And her response was, and tell me if I got this wrong, she's like, well, yeah, Mark, if you want to, because I wasn't the only person that was being lied to. Amber! Secret identity! Secret identity! I was never lying to you on purpose. It's just that, well, just like in any superhero show, movie, comic, that when a superhero reveals their identity to their loved ones and their family, usually a lot of bad shit happens to those people that the superhero cares about. Amber, secret identity.
But you lied to me.
Okay, wow. Right there, right then and there, I would have been like, nope, get the hell out of my life. You are an insignificant fly. I cannot talk to you anymore. And you know what? Truthfully, Mark should be dating Eve anyway because she's a superhero. She knows the ups and downs of trying to have a relationship. She learned the hard way from a douchebag boyfriend, which I don't know why she dated him anyway. And, well, whatever. And, you know, Mark and Eve, they can probably live happily ever after because that won't be an issue of not feeding the homeless shelter because, well, you know, he's saving the world. Anyway, wow, I got real heated with that. The end of this episode ends with the guy with the scarred face. I already forgot his name. And he tells Mark, hey, you know what? We're building a superhero initiative here. And now that we know the truth of Viltrum and they're coming to conquer and destroy us, here's a montage scene of everything that's happening. And we see the guy from college building his androids with new tech. We see Immortal being resurrected once again. But I feel like at this point now, hopefully he doesn't become the punching bag of the series. If he does, I guess that will be pretty funny. But hopefully Immortal might do something for round 3 if he faces off against Nolan. And then we see the blue guys back in jail. And then we see the crime mob lord guy getting his stuff together, etc., etc. And it seems like now the B team, the Teen Titans, whatever the hell they were called, it seems like now they're slowly becoming what? A team. And it seems like now they're going to complement each other as opposed to, well, doing things their own way, right? Overall, this was a fantastic show. I can't believe believe I was late to the party. You better believe I will be covering season 2 and season 3 when they finally drop. And for people, again, who read the source material, do you like the direction that we're getting here with the show? If you got some value and entertainment, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel for more anime content. My name is DJ Milez, and as I always say, to be continued, take care.